Hello students, owing to the discussion which we had in the previous video lectures regarding binomial distribution, in this video lecture we are going to see its moments and moment generating functions. That means we are going to discuss what is the mean of binomial distribution, what is the variance of binomial distribution, the standard deviation of binomial distribution, and finally what will be the moment generating function of binomial distribution. Okay, so let us start with moments. The first four moments about the origin of binomial distribution are obtained as follows. How we find moments? It is mu r dash is equals to expectation of x to the power r. So when I am putting r is equals to 1, you know from where I am taking this formula. I have already explained this to you in the continuous random variable video lecture. If you are not remembering, just open that video lecture, just see that slide, see that discussion, so that you will come to know from where I am taking this. So mu 1 dash will be equals to e of expectation of x to the power 1, because r is 1 here. So e of x, that means expectation of x, it is nothing but mean. So when we are finding first moment about origin, that means we are finding the mean of the given distribution. So e of x, expectation of x, is equals to summation x is equals to 0 to n, and you know how to find mean. It is x into p of x or x into f of x, or basically x into the probability mass function. So what is probability mass function as far as binomial distribution is concerned? Summation x is equals to 0 to n, x into the probability mass function, which is ncx, c is combination, p to the power x, q to the power n minus x. So how to manipulate this combination sign? You can see it here in the footnote. How to write this ncx? I can write ncx as n upon x into n minus 1 combination x minus 1. This is the property of combination. I suppose, or I expect from you that you know this property of combination. So it is nothing but, and this recursively we can do the same thing. It is n by x into n minus 1 upon x minus 1 into combination of n minus 2 x minus 2, which is equals to n by x into n minus 1 into x minus 1 into n minus 2 upon x minus 2 into combination of n minus 3 into x minus 3, and so on. So this using this property of combination sign or combination, we are going to get what I am going to do. I will write here ncx. Let me show you here what I will write. How I will do this here. So what I will do, I will simply take unfold this combination sign as it will be n by x into combination of n minus 1 upon, so no, sorry, not upon, so upon, we should not write upon. It is n minus 1 x minus 1. So n by x is already there, so this x is already there, so this x will get cancelled. Alright, and then we have p to the power x into q to the power n minus x. So this n is there, and this p, now this p will come to the picture, and this p and this n into p from here. I can write p to the power x as p to the power x minus 1 into p to the power 1. I can always write that. So this p to the power 1 into n will get outside the summation sign, as summation is running from x is equals to something to something. The summation is running over x. So this summation from x is equals to 0 to n is now summation x is equals to 1 to n. In view of that, when x is equals to 0, this whole thing goes to 0. So no need of mentioning it. So I am starting the summation from 1 and not from 0. And in view of this property of combination, I can write this as np into summation this thing. But what is the summation of this thing? It is nothing but the binomial expansion of q plus p whole to the power n minus 1. As simple as that. And you know, q is failure, p is success. Success plus failure is always 1. I am talking about probabilities. So q plus p whole to the power n minus 1 will be equals to 1 to the power n minus 1 will be equals to 1. So the e of x, the expectation of x, or I should say mean of x for binomial distribution, is n into p. That means if you know the probability of success and the number of trials which you are performing, you can easily find by multiplying them both the mean of binomial distribution. I hope it is very clear to you. Okay, all right. What is next here? Let us see. Next thing is mu 2 dash. So I am putting r is equals to 2 here. Mu r dash is equals to expectation of x to the power r. So when r is equals to 2, I will get e of x square. Similar thing, similar properties I am going to make use of, which I have just now done for mean. So I am not explaining this thing here. It is your duty to get these things understood. If you have any doubt in this, just let me know through mail. So what I am getting, mu 2 dash is equals to expectation of x square is equals to n into n minus 1 into p square plus np. And you know what is variance of x? You know what is variance of x? What is variance of x? Variance of x is equals to e of x square minus e of x the whole square. But what e of x square we have just now obtained here, e of x we have obtained just now, which has come as np. So what will be it? It will be this thing minus n square p square. I hope you are getting. It will be, let me write it again nicely, minus n square p square. Why? Because e of x is nothing but np, so it is its whole square. So finally you will get it as variance of x is coming out to be npq. So variance of x for binomial distribution is coming out to be npq. Similarly you can find the other moments also, like mu 3 dash, mu 4 dash, and so on. In this book, let me tell you this thing. I am following the book by Kapoor and Gupta, Fundamentals of Probability and Statistics. So I am going to circulate this to you. So I am citing this book, Gupta and Kapoor, Fundamentals of Mathematical Statistics, something, the name I'm confused about the name, but Fundamentals of Mathematical Statistics, I guess. Okay, so this is how you find the moments. Okay, the moments. Let us discuss the question here. Let us discuss the example here. Example 7.7. Comment on the following. The mean of a binomial distribution is 3 and variance is 4. We have to comment on this statement. The mean, one binomial distribution is there and its mean they are saying is 3 and its variance is 4. Okay, देखते हैं क्या होता है. If the given binomial distribution has parameters n and p, where n is number of trials and p is probability of success, then we are given that mean is equals to np. We have just now seen this result. You know mean is equals to np and variance is equals to npq. So they are saying mean is equals to 3, that means np is equals to 3, variance is equals to 4, that means npq is equals to 4. Dividing double star by star, we get q is equals to 4 by 3, which is greater than 1. You think the probability of q is probability of failure? You think probability of failure will be, or probability of anything will be exceed 1? Not at all, no question, which is impossible, since probability cannot exceed unity, hence the given statement is wrong. So what we have concluded, the statement mean is 3 and variance is 4 for some binomial distribution is not possible. It is a wrong statement. Okay. So this question you can expect. This kind of question you can expect, right? Next question is, the mean and variance of a binomial distribution are 4 and 4 by 3 respectively. So here mean is 4 and variance is 4 by 3 respectively. Find probability of x greater than or equal to 1. Okay, we will find it. Let x is related or x is distributed binomially with parameters n and p. Then we are given that mean is equals to 4, so np is equals to 4. Variance is npq, which is 4 by 3 given. Dividing we will get q is equals to 1 by 3, that means failure probability, and p is equals to 2 by 3, that means success probability. Substituting these two values in this star equation. Okay, what we will get, n is equals to 4 by p, that means I am getting n is equals to 6. So number of trials here is 6. Now, but this was not the question to find n, the question was to find probability of x greater than or equal to 1. And we know the summation of all the probabilities is coming out to be 1. And here in binomial distribution there is only 2 chances, either success or failure, that means either x will be equal to 0 or x will be equal to 1. So probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is 1 minus probability of x greater is exactly equals to 0. Either it will be 0 or 1. So I will get 1 minus, what is probability of x greater equals to 0? It is coming out to the probability of failure whole to the power n. That means 1 minus 1 by 3, because we have obtained q is equals to 1 by 3 just now from here, is whole to the power 6. Why 6? Because 6 is obtained as n. So 1 minus whatever it may be. So the answer is, the probability is 0.99863. Okay. So the mean and variance of, when the mean is 4 and variance is 4 by 3, then probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is very high, I should say. It is nearly equal to 1 if you can observe. 0.99863. This is how we approach the problems on mean and variance. Okay. Next thing is moment generating function for binomial distribution. You know what is moment generating function? I have sent you the notes. I hope you have gone through the notes and you are now aware about the moment generating function, how to find moment generating function and all. Alright. So moment generating function is a function that when derived for particular distribution, it will automatically generate the moments. Moments mean it will generate the mean, the variance, and also the third moments, fourth moments, and so on. The more terms you are keeping in that moment generating function expansion, you will get everything, every moment get unfolded. So let us see for binomial distribution how it works. Let x be a variable following a binomial distribution. Okay. Then mx of t, the notation for moment generating function is mx of t is equals to expectation of exponential t to the tx, exponential to the power tx, okay, where t is a dummy variable. So expectation of e to the power tx will be given by, you know how we find expectation, it will be x to the power r, or expectation of e to the power tx. So it will be summation x is equals to 0 to n e to the power tx, because e to the power t small x will be here, because this small x represents the element from capital X random variable, and cx p to the power x q to the power n minus x. We know that, obviously we know that, and when you simplify this, you will get this is summation x is equals to 0 to n p into e whole to the power p e to the power t whole to the power x. That means I am getting p to the power x into e to the power tx. Obviously this p to the power x and this e to the power tx will get combined to give this particular term into q to the power n minus 1 into ncx. But what is the what is this that we are getting summation this thing? It is nothing but the binomial expansion of q plus p e to the power t. Think about it. Think about it for a second. It is the binomial expansion, or what you do, you expand this binomially. Q plus p e to the power t whole to the power n. You are going to get exactly this thing in the form of summation. It will be some infinite series. It will be some n term series. Yes, summation x is equals to 0 to n. So q plus p e to the power t whole to the power n is the moment generating function when calculated about the origin. So when you expand this thing, when you expand this thing in binomial expansion, its first term, second term, third term will give you the first moment, second moment, third moment, and so on. There is one more way to find the moment generating function. That way is finding the moment generating function about the mean. So moment generating function about the mean, the formula for that is nothing but expectation e to the power, in place of e to the power tx. Just now we have seen here, it is just the matter of replacing x by x minus np. Why np? Because np is the mean. Because we are finding moment generating function about the mean, x is replaced by x minus np, and the subsequent calculations will be performed. You just go through these calculations. I'm talking about this, and you will find the moment generating function about the mean is coming out to be this much big expression. Okay, so now when you find mu2, which is coefficient of t square by 2, where is t square by 2? Here we go, t square by 2. You will find that you are getting npq, and you know what is npq? We have seen just now, it is nothing but variance. Okay, mu3 will be equals to, we have not discussed about this, but mu3 will be equals to coefficient of this thing, t cube by 3 factorial. That means pq into q minus p, and so on. Okay, this is how moments are generated as the terms of the t to the power n upon n factorial terms in the expansion of moment generating function. Okay, so it is a simpler way and the nicer way to get moments about the mean, okay, or moments about the origin, whatever is the requirement, you can go with this thing. Okay, so with this we will stop here, and if you have any questions regarding binomial distribution, just contact me through Google Classroom or mail. Okay, I am repeating once again, I have used the book Fundamentals of Mathematical Statistics by author Gupta and Kapoor. Okay, I will send you the notes here which I am showing on my screen, and this video is there, notes will be there so that you can study. Okay, but be choosy when you are selecting the topic. If you have any doubt that you are not understanding anything in the given notes, just contact me. But the crux part is whatever I have taught in this video lectures, past 4 to 5 video lectures. All right, all the best.